Islam and Grand Rising. Today is September 14th, 2020, and it's about 2:56 p.m. Central Standard Time. This is the Moorish American Consulate Court for the Moorish American Republic Federal Government, a true and de jure sovereign public record, live and recording. I am Governing Justice Empress Shaddai Aaliyah Satiya El-Bey, born Appalachian Sharon Noriko Young. I am a natural living being, Moor American national, in propria persona sui juris, in capitis diminutio nolo, in proprio solo, and in proprio heredes. A free Moor American at North America, Northwest Amexem, in Northwest Africa. No United States corporate person has personum jurisdiction over me or any other Moorish American national. I am here today, Monday, September 14th, 2020, at 3 o'clock Central Standard Time, by way of the Moorish American Republic Federal Government and the Moorish American Consulate Public Record audio and online video. This audio and online video does not diminish the power and authority of the Moorish American Consulate Court of Law. We the people, the Moorish National Republic Federal Government, and the Moorish American Consulate Public Record have made public this sovereign affidavit. Record number is, and I'll bring it down so everyone can see on the screen, cause of action, maco, M-A-C-O _000000008002 for unlawful occupation of sovereign original indigenous land. Okay. Sufficient notice has been given via certified mailing previously before this video, in addition to emails and many notices that have been given over the past many years. As we get started, let it be noted for the record that there are at least, let's see, I'm going to make sure, 2 pages in this sovereign document being recorded for the public record. Let it also be noted that I will briefly go over each page till the end of the sovereign affidavit document. If anyone wants a copy of this sovereign document, you can find links with the description, within the description below, to the Moorish American Consulate Public Record Facebook account, Scribd account, or go to the moorishamericanconsulate.org. Let's get started with page 1. Okay. As you can see, the heading states, Universal Sovereign Affidavit of Command to Appear in Court. All right. For this document, I have not sealed this document, but the documents that are going to be attached to the link in the description, you're going to find a seal, you're going to find a sovereign seal of authentication of this document at the top right-hand page from the Moorish American National Empress, Shaddai Aaliyah Satiya El-Bey, by the way of my right thumbprint, with an autograph at a 45-degree angle, and the date, which the date for this would be September 7th, 2020, printed above the seal. This will be found on all sovereign documents. Let it be known that all sovereign seals of thumbprints, voice recordings, ONA, and appellations have been copywritten via sovereign common law copyright, which is also on the public record. Anyone infringing on the property of the Moorish American National Empress Shaddai Aaliyah Satiya El-Bey faces penalty of sovereign fines paid in gold and silver, commercial liabilities, and or imprisonment via a de jure Article 3 court of the Moorish American Republic Federal Government, Moorish American Consulate, and the Moorish American Consulate Court. Okay? Now, let's get started. On the first page, we're going to go over, first I'm going to state the corporate entity debtor's name. And then I'm going to state the corporate persons that's involved with this entity via employee, whatever the employee doing business as label, title that is given to that person. Okay, and then I'm going to read the address and move on to the next corporate debtor entity until this recording is complete. Okay, so the first corporate debtor entity is the judicial sale corporation and all agents, successors, and assigns. The first corporate person is Pamela Murphy Boylan, doing business as Chief Executive Officer and President. The second corporate person is August R. Butera, doing business as Senior Vice President. Okay, and the address associated to the Judicial Sale Corporation is 1 South Wacker Drive, 24th floor, Chicago, Illinois, 60606. Moving on, the second corporate entity debtor is Attorney's Title Guarantee Fund, Inc., and all agents, successors, and assigns. The first corporate person is Peter Birnbaum, doing business as President and Chief Executive Officer. Second corporate person is Christopher M. Burhams, doing business as Senior Vice President and Chief Information Officer. Third corporate person is August R. Butera, doing business as Senior Vice President and General Counsel. Let it be noted for the record that August R. Butera works for the Attorney Title Guarantee Fund, Inc., and also the Judicial Sale Corporation. Okay? Moving on, Thomas G. Cullen, doing business as Vice President and Managing Attorney. Deborah Frank Feenan, doing business as Vice President at the Downtown Chicago Operations Office. Next is John Francoeur, doing business as Senior Vice President and Chief Financial Officer. Next is Jerry T. Gorman, doing business as Director and the Legal Educational Attorney for the Attorney Title Guarantee Fund, Inc. Next is Donna Gagliardo Kogut, doing business as Vice President for Commercial Title and Escrow. Next is Arden K. Minor, doing business as Vice President for Underwriting Support and Development. Next is John G. O'Brien, doing business as Vice President and Counsel to the President. Next is Henry L. Shoroff, doing business as Senior Vice President in Business Development. Next is Christine M. Sparks, doing business as Senior Vice President and Chief Operating Officer. Next is Tanya M.S. Story, doing business as Vice President in Claims and Litigation. Next is William W. Austin, doing business as Chairman for the Board. Next is Robert F. Russell, doing business as Vice Chairman for the Board. Next is David S. Dunn, doing business as Secretary for the Board. Next is David E. Andrews, doing business as Treasurer for the Board. Next is Aurora A. Austriacal, doing business as Board of Directors. Next is Peter J. Birnbaum, doing business as Board of Directors. Next is James M. Grant, doing business as Board of Directors. Next is James N. Hallen, doing business as Board of Directors. Next is Murphy C. Hart, doing business as Board of Directors. Next is John M. Hooch, doing business as Board of Directors. Next is Stephen K. Norgard, doing business as Board of Directors. And lastly is Jonathan P. Sherry, doing business as Board of Directors. Address associated with this corporate entity debtor is also 1 South Wacker Drive, 24th floor, Chicago, Illinois, 60606. Okay? As stated before, this is cause of action, maco-cause number 0000000080-02 for unlawful occupation of sovereign original indigenous land. Date commanded to appear is September 19th, 2020 at 3:33 p.m. I'm going to put p.m. because this says a.m. And let's be clear for the record. p.m. Central Standard Time, which is also 4:33 Eastern and 1:33 Pacific Standard Time, okay? And this is a Moorish American Consulate Court online video that you can be a witness to by joining freeconferencecall.com, Moorish American United. Audio dial-in number is 701-802-5272. Again, that's 701-802-5272, and press pound. The access code number is 277-0319. Again, that's 277-0319, and press pound. All parties listed above are hereby commanded to appear before the Article 3 Moorish American Consulate Court to state your name and nationality for the record to the people who are the Moorish National Republic federal government. This court has sovereign jurisdiction in all matters on our land. The American Provost Marshal has been notified until such time all of your commerce and that of all agents, principals, heirs, and assigns is hereby terminated by way of sovereign universal commercial code 1 lien. Failure to appear shall be just cause for your arrest. And this was dated September 7th, 2020. Okay. Again, I'm going to have the one with my seal attached below in the description, and there will be links provided. And this document was brought to you by shaddai, aaliyah, Satiya L. Bay, for Sharon Rico Young, and Robert Eugene Robertson in capitis diminutio nolo, proprio persona sui juris, and proprio solo, and in proprio heredes. I am Justice Vizir Administrator at Northwest Amexum, North America, the North Gate, and that is my autograph, and I protect and declare all rights exercised at all times. Nothing in this lawful affidavit, nor spoken affidavits, nor my silent affidavits shall be interpreted or construed as consent to any jurisdiction other than the jurisdiction of my ancient ancestral inherited estate at any point in time. Amen, amen, dico vogbis, quecunque, alivrietis, superterem erut ligatet et ego in caelo. Et quimque savritis, superterem erut soluta et in caelo. Amen, amen, dico vobis, quecunque aligaveritis, superterem erut ligata et in caelo. Et quimque salivretis, superterem erut saluta et in caelo. Amen, amen, dico vobis, quecunque aligaveritis, superterem erut ligata et ego in caelo. Et quimque salivretis, superterem erut saluta et in caelo. Okay? Truly I say to you, whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you lose on earth will be loosed in heaven. So mote it be, Amen Ra. Before we end this public record audio and online video recording, I would like to make a finishing statement on and for the public record. As Moorish American nationals, we are the law, and we remain in honor at all times. I would like to thank all of the Moorish American nationals witnessing this public record audio and online video today, and those that are watching on our public record YouTube channel, Moorish American United, for the Moorish American Consulate public record. This audio and online video is now complete. Peace and love and grand rising to the Moors. Long live the Empire, Islam.